Everyone, welcome back. Excuse me. So today we're going to do a color and chat, and I'm going to update you on what's been going on in case any of you watched my last video. I'll do a little bit of a recap and then I'll tell you what's happened since then. And we're going to do a color and chat in Mandalas with Beautiful Borders, Volume 1 by Nicola Lehman. New book for me. Really nice thick black lines. Pretty book. It'll be in my haul video at the end of the month. So we're going to do this page. I just picked a page. And we're going to use Tombow dual brush pens because they're sitting on my desk and it was the easiest thing to grab. I thought about using like the budget brand brush pens, but these are just closer and easier to access right now, so we're all about easy. So I'm just going to start coloring. I'm going to pick a color. Not even going to swatch it out. I'm just going to let me zoom you on in a little bit. So last time, do a little recap for those of you who didn't see the last video but maybe are new and are just seeing this video. I told you guys that I have agoraphobia, and that means I have a fear of leaving my house. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit so that you guys can see the full circle so I don't have to keep moving the book. Fear of leaving my house. I've had it for about 17 years now. And it's been an interesting cycle. Every time we move, it gets worse again. Like I'll work on it, it'll get better. It won't go away for me. For some people it does. But for me it never goes away, it just gets easier. And then we move, and then the cycle kind of starts over. So this time I'm doing things a little differently, or at least I'm trying to. I am, for the first time in since we moved here, and that was 8 years ago. We moved here 8 years ago, and at that point we stayed in a hotel during the move. And it's a different mindset when you're afraid of leaving home and you're moving, because you can't be having anxiety over being away from home because there is no home to go back to. You know, all your stuff is packed up in a moving van, and the only way to get to where you want to feel comfortable again is to continue on your journey and go home to your new home. So that's how it's been every time we moved. At this time I'm doing things a little differently. We, as I mentioned in my last video, my great aunt is in the hospital and is basically in this point in hospice. and we will need to go visit her. She lives 4 hours away, so it would need to be an overnight trip. So what we did was we went on a practice run trip. We went to a town about 45 minutes away, 40 minutes away, I don't know, depending on traffic, and stayed the night in a hotel. That was Sunday night. I am filming this on Tuesday. So we did that, and it was quite the experience. I didn't panic, which is like, you know, the biggest thing. It was kind of a miserable trip for me in general. I didn't feel good. I'd gotten too much sun that day, and I had a headache. So the experience was miserable. Hotel was not particularly nice either. We didn't choose a particularly highly rated hotel because we didn't want to spend a bunch of money on a test run. And we got what we paid for. It wasn't awful. It just wasn't, I wasn't comfortable. None of us were comfortable. So when we travel in the future, we'll probably splurge a little and get a higher rated hotel. But we've learned that my mom, I asked my mom what she thought of the hotel, and she told me that the dollar amount that they pay doesn't get you what it used to. It's been a long time since she's stayed in a hotel, and it used to get you a lot more than it does now. So, in particular, the shower was not okay. So I took a very quick shower. Just picking colors at random. I haven't used most of these markers. This is my first time using a lot of them. I don't think we're probably going to finish this page. This is a lot of coloring. Unless I just feel particularly talkative, we'll do what we can. But anyway, point being, I stayed in a hotel. I did the big thing. I didn't die. The world didn't come crashing down around me. And that was the important thing. Because that's what it feels like when you have anxiety, when you have severe anxiety. There are certain things that are that seem beyond your capabilities. And for me, when something seems beyond my capabilities, I can't picture a future after it because it's just so hard to do. I did that when I got my first root canal. I have had a lot of root canals. I've had a lot of dental problems. So it's not as bad as it used to be, but when I got my first one, I couldn't picture the world after, or my life after. It's just an interesting phenomenon. I don't know if any of you guys with anxiety ever experience that. I really like this coloring book. I love the thick black lines. There's more than one. This is just volume 1. There's at least one more volume. So yeah, that was my weekend, and then today I kind of messed up plans, which, let me tell you, as someone with agoraphobia and anxiety and all those kinds of problems, being the cause of messing up plans happens more frequently than I'd like to admit, or it has in the past. It hasn't in quite a while. But it was a bummer. We were supposed to go visit my grandparents today, but I just was not feeling well. I was feeling really nauseous. My head still hurts a little bit. It just wasn't a good day to travel. When I say go visit my grandparents, they live like an hour and a half away, so it wasn't going to be a quick trip. It was going to be an all-day thing. So we're going to go, today's Tuesday, we're going to go on Saturday instead. A little more traffic probably, but that way my dad won't have to take another day off of work. You know, I feel bad when stuff like this happens because I've messed up plans. My mom didn't get to see her parents. My dad took a day off of work for no reason. Although, to be fair, my dad does not seem overly concerned about it. I think he's happy to have the break. So we'll go Saturday. I'll be feeling better. This trip just did me in. I'm glad we did it, I guess, just to prove to myself that I could do it. But we're all just exhausted. That was only a 2-day trip, or a 1.5-day trip. I don't know when we're going to go visit my great aunt. Probably in the near future. Like, we don't know how much time she has left. It could be a while, but it might not be, and we don't want to wait until she's doing poorly and come and visit. You know, to the point where she's not coherent or anything like that. So we want to visit while she's doing relatively well. One of the hardest parts about traveling, aside from being away from home for me, was leaving behind my cat. As I said last time, my heart broke into a million pieces. And nothing anybody said to me could make it better. It was just too hard. I think I'll use some gel pen in here too, like for some of these outlines. You know, my cat is fine. He's very independent sometimes. He's independent for part of the day. The part of the day that we were gone, it was going to be difficult overnight. He really likes to cuddle at night, and I was not there to provide that. And it just broke my heart thinking he would be looking for me and not be able to find me. You know, he was fine. He was a little ticked off the next day when we got home. He didn't want anything to do with me for a little while. But eventually he came around and let me give him some pets, and we cuddled last night, and I woke up with him sleeping next to me this morning. So all is okay in the world. I'm just gonna have to go through the same thing again next time we travel. And like, there's things I want to do in life besides this is a foreign concept for me. I never realized that I could travel before. I thought it was something that just wasn't in the cards for me. I didn't think I was capable of it. So finding out that I am capable of it, it kind of opens up new chapters for my life that I didn't think I'd ever have access to. We might be going to Disneyland later this year if I think I'm up to it. I want to go to a aquarium, a particular aquarium. I won't say where. It probably doesn't matter if I say where. If somebody really wanted to figure out where I lived, I'm sure they would, but I'm pretty sure you guys just really don't care. Well, I'll say what the aquarium is. I just won't say how far it is from my house. It's in the realm of hours, so it would take a while. But I want to go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It's a big aquarium. Let's do these. It's hours from here, so it would be a full day trip, an overnight trip, and yeah. So, I've got plans. I don't know if I can achieve them or not, but we'll see. Something else I mentioned last week, I've got this thing going on where I'm hot all the time, even when it's cool outside. And I had an appointment with my doctor to talk about it, and she went over my lab results, and my lab work was fine. You know, like my thyroid was fine. Blood sugar was fine. Everything else she checked was fine. So she doesn't know what's causing me to be hot all the time. So it's basically just a mystery at this point. She gave me a different kind of medication to try. That I'm on a particular medication, and she gave me a different version of it to try to see if that might help things. But I don't know. I think we might actually finish this picture, you guys. I didn't think we were going to, but I've talked enough. What do you know? So for now, I'm just wearing lots of tank tops. I'm trying to remember to put sunscreen on. I don't like that color. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. After I make this video, I will go have my snack. I think I'll make myself a smoothie. I'm feeling kind of warm. And if I make my smoothies with one banana, a bunch of frozen strawberries, some peanut butter powder, and almond milk. So having the frozen strawberries, you know, like is like taking the place of ice. So it having something icy just cools my internal body temperature down so much. I did manage to walk on the treadmill today for almost 30 minutes. I am quite out of shape, so I walked about a mile. I did not plan the colors for this at all. So if they look funny together, it's because no thought was put into it. I just went with it. I just started picking colors that I liked. Next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend is a wine festival that I'm going to, and which is it's wine and food, so there's also food there. Hang on. I do want to test out this color. No, yeah, that'll do. I'm gonna color these little, I don't know what these are. You can't even see that. these little things are, but they're going to be orange. But yeah, there's a wine and food festival that we have tickets for. And then we're throwing a party afterwards for, you know, the group of friends that's going. And some are coming into town specifically for this event, and so we're gonna have like food and drinks and stuff afterwards at home, which I'm looking forward to because I don't get to socialize very often, and these aren't even really my friends, they're just family friends, or my parents' friends, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm going as a designated driver. I don't drink, but I can have some of the food. I can have a little bit. I'm not supposed to have gluten and dairy, which cuts out like just about everything, but I can have a little bit and be okay. So I'm mainly there just to kind of hang out and have a good time. Have a little bit of food, drink some water, and then drive people home. It's always an interesting time because certain people like to drink more than others, and you know, they drink at the wine festival and sample different wines, and then they come home and drink more. So it's always interesting. It's also a parade on the same day that we're not going to this year, which is a mighty big shame because it is a fun parade. We don't have Pride here. We're not that cool. But this parade is all about just, I won't say what it's called, but it's all about expressing yourself and being creative and dressing up however you want and wearing as many colors as you possibly can, and it's just a really cool thing. And it's been canceled for the last 2 years because of COVID. So this is the first year it's coming back. And it's unfortunately the exact same day as the wine festival that we have tickets for. So we won't be able to go. So I'm probably not going to color the background on this, guys, just because I don't want to put you through that. I don't know, I could color the outside of this ring. That might look nice. But what color? Maybe a light pink? Go back to the green. Look at these little bits of green here. So hopefully, in telling you all of that, I haven't divulged too much of where I live. I know some people don't care. I'm just a little on the paranoid side. I follow other people who get doxxed all the time, and I just don't want to go there. Let's make the center of these flowers this orange color that we just did for those little hive things. How are we on time? We're at 30 minutes, good. So, you know, I was going to use gel pen, but I think that is just going to take way too long to color in some of these lines. So let's go ahead and let's do some backgrounds. And then maybe I'll go back with gel pen if we have time. So for the party, I think we'll go to Costco, and I think you have to order them ahead of time now, but they used to have like party platters, like sandwich platters for food. I think we'll get a couple of those, and maybe some cookies and some fruit. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I don't know if I like this pink or not, but too late now. Chose the wrong pink. I wanted it to be a light pink, and this is, you know, it's not a dark pink, but it's not the lightest. I haven't painted in a while. Acrylic or oil pastel. I haven't done anything. Just haven't really felt like it. And then we'll finish this, and then I think I'll do the inner circle, maybe yellow. And then we'll go back and think about doing some of these lines in gel pen. Pretty rare on this channel that we get to finish a page in one go. Hopefully we can pull it off. You guys never tell me. I always ask, but nobody ever responds if they like seeing me finish a whole page in one go. You know, if that's important to you guys. or if you just don't care and you just like the process of coloring and talking. But I wonder if it's that most people don't get to that point in the video. Like, maybe, I'm not sure if anybody watches the whole video. Analytics tell me that most people watch the first like 10 minutes or something, then it kind of drops off. I do have a couple comments from my last video that I haven't replied to yet, so I'm sorry. I'll get to that as soon as I finish making this one. I just haven't been around. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I haven't posted in a little while. I'm just still kind of in a coloring slump, and I'm not sure how to get out of it. Like, I'm enjoying doing this. Do you guys watch stuff or listen to stuff when you work out? We're gonna go for yellow in the center here. I have a portable DVD player that I have on a little stand on the wall above my treadmill, and I watch Murder, She Wrote. I know I'm kind of a little on the young side to be watching Murder, She Wrote, but it is one of my all-time favorite TV shows. Okay, now let's look into gel pens for some of these borders. I want some gold, because who doesn't like some gold? But I probably don't want gold with the yellow. Maybe some purple. Wait, is that purple? No, that's pink. Maybe some purple. These are metallic. These are Jelly Roll metallic. These are my favorite gel pens ever. Okay, there's some purple. Let's go around the, well, let's finish the middle before we start going around the edges. Let's make this gold. this gel pen might be dying. I'm going to turn this so I don't run my hand. These colors don't particularly match, so I don't run my hand through stuff. I mean, they don't not match, they just... I don't know. And then let's go in with pink for these ones here. Let's turn the book again. Okay, and then let's go back to purple, which I'm almost out of. I need to get some more. This one might take a little bit. How are we on time? Oh, we're all the way past 40 minutes. You guys gotta let me know if you like the longer videos or the shorter videos. If you'd like me to, you know, start one page in one video and finish it in a second video. Or if you don't mind the long videos and you'd rather see a page finished than never to see it again. Or if you don't care, that's fine too. I would just appreciate the feedback if you feel comfortable leaving any. If you don't, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, 2 more. Okay, last one. And then we're done. Gonna leave this middle part white. Okie dokie. we are, let me zoom you out a little bit. We're done. Yay. You can see the metallic. I think it turned out cool. Again, not my best color choices, but I think it's okay. So we'll leave it at that. I will come back. Today's Tuesday, so I'll come back probably next week. I missed a spot. Next week with something else. We could do another page out of here if you like. Or we could, I don't know, we could do whatever you want. If you have preferences, what you'd like to color in, let me know. But for now, I will see you next time. Bye.